So, in the recent chain of events, it has led me to want to make this video. I don't know about the rest of you, but sometimes I just start thinking about things and all the things that I'm grateful for. And here lately, with all the devastation, Mother Nature, um, graduation, the horrific chain of events, such as in the Karen Perez case, it's led me to this huge thought process and this path of being blessed and full of grace, which is so undeserving. But really, what I want to hit on is just the fact that, for instance, my daughter has a best friend, and I call her Lily. Her name is Aaliyah. And I am so grateful that I am so trusted by her parents. This little girl spends almost every waking moment with my daughter, vice versa, whether they're at their house or at my house. And I am just so extremely grateful to be blessed with such a wonderful little girl that's been added to my life, and I love her like she's my very own. I don't treat her any different than my daughter. And I was looking over the story, for instance, in the Karen Perez case, and I was doing this alone in my own time. And I woke up this morning and I went in to talk to my girls because it's a very, very, very big thing for me, as most parents. But I wanted to bring to their attention trust, and it only goes so far. I'm sorry. You never know people, and that's anybody, and me included. You never know, and not to say that I'm a bad person. That's not what I mean at all. But you think you know someone, and I was giving my daughter the example because she is getting older, and she's getting to where she wants to be dating or even talking to, what they call talking to, boys, and have friends that are boys. And this is the other way around too, because it happens in both cases, but boys wanting to get to know girls and have girlfriends. And but anyways, what I'm trying to say is, I was telling my daughter, you just can't be too sure. It's in children's minds. It's, oh, so and so and I get along so good, and we're good friends, and we're going to go off and go see a movie, or we're going to go to the park. Or it gets a little more in depth. Then it's I want to spend time with you. Your parents don't like me, or your parents don't trust me, or, they don't think that you should have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, depending on the situation. And then they start saying, well, if you want to spend time with me, then you need to go here or do this or do that. No, you don't. If someone is really interested in you, and this goes from being 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 to your 20s to your 30s, if someone is truly interested in you and the person that you are and spending quality time with you, it's not going to be a situation to where you feel trapped or coerced or obligated, or even lead to fear. Don't ever let someone tell you, whether you are a child, but this is what I'm gearing toward, a child or a grown adult, if you don't do this, then these are the consequences. I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to tell you just like I tell my children, like I told my girls this morning, and like I've told them in the past. Whether it is someone that you know and you think you trust, or you're out in the world and someone approaches you, I would much rather that you fight to the very end to get out of that situation. Or if it's in a text or a message or a phone call, and they say, if you don't do this or that, I'm going to hurt you. If you tell someone, I'm going to kill you, or I'm going to hurt your family. You know what? Do what you got to do. But you, being the girl or the boy or the woman or the man, you tell someone immediately, because their threat is just that. but you take it serious and you take it to the next level and you tell someone that can help you and protect you so that the end result is not the loss of a life or injury, violence, whatever the case is. I preach this to my children over and over and over, and I encourage you to talk to your kids and to do the same thing. My heart goes out to the Perez family and many others who are suffering and who have had to endure this violence and this tragedy. People, talk to your children. You can't stress to them enough how important it is to set boundaries. Seriously, you can love someone all day long and want to be in someone's life all day long, but if it's not a good thing, if it's not a safe situation, if it is something of a controlling situation, you need to let someone know. You need to reach out to someone who can help you, because love, that's not love. That's not the way that it is, folks. And kids these days want to be popular and they want to be liked by the cutest guy and they want to fit in and all of those great, wonderful things, a part of growing up and being in your teenage years. Or even adults today want to be the most popular, the most liked. You know what? I'm the most hated. Linda, you'll appreciate this. I am the most hated because I'm honest. And not to say that I haven't told a small white lie to spare feelings or whatnot, but even that's not good. But sometimes it's necessary. And I hate to say that because honesty is the best policy, and 9 times out of 10, I am the most honest, which is why people don't like me to be around. Because I tell it like it is. I would rather hurt you with the truth than a lie. And that comes to bite me in the butt a lot of times, but you know what? It is what it is. And I raise and teach my kids to be the same way. So, it is what it is. But I cannot stress this to you enough. Stand up for what is right. Protect those who aren't able to stand up and protect themselves. I have to give a kudos to my ex-husband, Javier, JT, as a lot of people know. He always, outside of our relationship, which, for many years it was very, very rocky, even after being divorced. But I can honestly tell you that sometimes you got to put away things of the past, and you have to look and realize that it's all about your kids. And we have kids together. And we now, over the last couple of years, have established a different kind of relationship. But I have to give kudos to him because, he would always tell me, you really got to protect our kids by, being involved in everything they do and one step ahead of them and in their business, so to speak. And I was all big about, privacy and, they got to have a voice and and yes, they do. Yes, they do. And they need privacy, but limited privacy. They need privacy in a way to be able to find themselves, but they also need guidance and structure, and that's where you draw that line. They don't always see the whole picture, and sometimes we have to go in and be the bad guy, but being the bad guy means you're the best guy because you're not being a friend, you're being a parent. So I just want to end with saying,